Welcome to Happy Trails Hiking. On this station, you will find content about park travel as well as living a healthy lifestyle. If you're interested in those sorts of things, I would invite you to subscribe. My name is Kay, and this is the Healthy Lifestyle Show. On this show, I want to offer you encouragement to live the life you love. This is Motivation Monday. Let me encourage you to use that hashtag on social media posts today. I would love to retweet and share things that motivate you today. Please feel free to tag me on Twitter at Happy Trails Hike or on Facebook and Instagram at Happy Trails Hiking. Our show today is brought to you by our photography store, and you can find that store on happytrailshiking.com/store. We have lots of great photography, various things like mugs, pillows, even posters or canvasy things that you can add to your walls to decorate your home or office. You can, and like I said, you can find those at happytrailshiking.com/store. Let me check in with my lovely chat room. Here we have Art of Morbid, as well as Life on the Trail. Sean Donnelly is here this morning. Karen Summers, Splash Raid, awesome. Desmond Stonders, the Power Chord Channel. Timey Lives and Hike With Me is back from Colorado. That is awesome. Thank you all for being here. I have an exciting show for you today. I'm going to be talking with Chandra Pivo. When I started this series, I told you that I was hoping to interview people that inspire me. Well, Chandra does just that. I met Chandra through talking about nutrition and food during the first season of the Health Challenge. So if you happen to have questions for Chandra as we go along today, please type at Happy Trails Hiking in the chat so I can be sure to catch it. Moderators, if you can help with this as well, I would appreciate it. Chandra was born with a disability called cerebral palsy. She grew up way out in the country, raising chickens, ducks, and a few sheep for 4-H. She went to community college for a couple of years, got married to Richard, trained her own service dog, moved to a small town in LA, or from a small town to LA. LA is not a small town. And worked at an Alzheimer's and dementia facility for 8 years. While working at the assisted living, she started her own small company called Coaching Canine and performed dog shows, trainings, and pet therapy for the elderly. Also, she worked in Hollywood as an animal handler. I just found this out. It's really fun. Getting her service dogs into movies, commercials, and print ads. After 10 years in LA, moved to Palm Springs to the desert where she obtained her commercial driver's license and worked for a large drug and alcohol rehab as a lead of transportation for 5 years. She left this job just over 2 years ago and moved back to the wild country. And now she's pursuing her love of creating as an editor on her own YouTube channel. Welcome, Chandra. It is great to have you on today.
Hi, thank you for having me, Kay. This is fun.
Yes, I always think it's fun to have you around. And for those of you who don't know, Chandra and I are friends off of YouTube. And so we actually do chat from time to time.
We do.
Got a huge room here today. You're making me popular. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Hi, everybody in the room.
So Chandra's YouTube channel is down below. And I wanted to ask her a few questions. If you all have some questions, please make sure you direct them towards me. And I try not to watch the chat too much when I have an interview. But if you put at Happy Trails Hiking, that will help me out. And like I said, moderators, if you can help me out too, that'd be great. Susan's Creative and Rachel Rawson have come into the room as well. It is great to see you. And yes, we're color coordinated today, Susan.
Yeah, I just noticed that. That's great.
we're both bluish, so that's cool.
My room too. I just painted it blue.
Oh, nice. I like it. Well, I'm still brownish. I don't know what color.
It looks good.
Thanks. I appreciate it. As long as Susan likes it, that's all that really matters. So when I started to get to know you through the best chat room on Twitter, the Healthy Lifestyles chat room, we were sharing food pictures and meal ideas. And by the way, for those of you who are a part of that chat room, by the way, Chandra was the one who started sharing pictures of food. It's really all her fault.
Cool. Sorry, everybody.
No, that's good. We like food in that chat.
I
That's
made everybody hungry. I seem to remember getting comments.
yes, yeah. Well, you cook good food, and that's what it is. But I had no idea about your disability. None. I was like, what? So when you mentioned it one day, I was like, really? So I know CP can take different forms. How does it affect you?
It affects both sides of my body, but mostly my left side. So it's made me have a limp, I have poor balance, and I have limited use of my left hand. And I say limited use, meaning it just depends on how much I concentrate or push it to be able to do the things I like to do, like driving or riding a horse and being able to control the things that I need to.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So I met you talking about nutrition, and you recommended the book Bright Line Eating to me.
Yes.
And so I know that when we were doing cardio challenges and push-up challenges, those just weren't a thing that was going to happen from you necessarily.
Right.
But how has that nutrition plan helped you with your disease? Or not disease, disability.
They actually do categorize it as a disease, but it's I never like to call it like that because it's just a brain injury. It's something that happened at birth when I was being born. Oxygen gets cut off to the brain, so it kills off certain nerves and portion, motor skills. There we go. Motor skills. That's what I was looking for. So nutrition wise, I guess it's been 6 months now that I had changed my diet. Mm-hmm. And I started eliminating sugar and flour and the things that cause inflammation in the joints. And it really started to help me physically be able to just do everything without pain. So I really admired the person who was Susan Thompson. She came out with this book. I don't know how long ago, but her diet plan is just fantastic. And I highly recommend it.
Yeah. So eliminating sugar and flour.
Flour, yes.
Okay, because I know that we've talked lots and extensively that sugar is a drug. That's one of, it's very addictive. And yeah, sorry.
So is flour because it's in all the things, the baked good, the bread. Why do people crave the bread, the pizza, the things that causes us to not only gain weight, but feel sluggish? It affects your brain. It affects everything.
Yes, so true. We have some new people in the room. Spirit Forest has stopped in. Thank you for being here.
Hi. She's so cool.
You're so cool. Yeah, we had a great time talking to Tammy last week. KFD is back with his regular account. And I don't know if I said hello to Rachel Rawson, but hello to Rachel Rawson. And Food Forest Permaculture is here and says, yay, no sugar. So Susan's Creative says, wrong thing.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Susan Creative says, I need to get off sugar again. I was off it a while, but the deliciousness called me and I was hooked again. Isn't that so true?
It is. Since I've moved back up into the country, I've been a little bit bad, so I need to get back on track.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Matt has gone low carb in the last month since we got back from vacation. And that really has, well, he's seen lots of things, lots of results from that. I find it really hard to do low sugar and low saturated fat. And I feel like I need to stay on the low saturated fat, which is what my nutritionist recommended so long ago.
Fats, good fats are good for you. And what part of the Bright Line, you get 2 servings. It's all about weighing out your food and portion control and making sure you're eating the right things at the right time. So they say 2 healthy fats like avocado, nuts, and like coconut oil. But you only have a limited amount and you add it to your food. So
right. I don't know. There are so many different things to do, but I have appreciated you getting in there and telling us all about it and how it's worked for you. So, and I love knowing that it has an anti-inflammatory thing for you. So that's good. I dropped my thing.
The moment I eat something sugary, it's like, okay, my ankle starts hurting. And I'm like, why did I do this? It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, stick to your whole foods that you've been eating forever. They are forever. I mean, you grow lots of food out on your farm, yes?
Oh no, not yet. No, we're just doing cleanup right now of the ranch. So then we're gonna start planting and having some chickens or ducks again or things like that.
Okay, gotcha. So as a 4-H kid, as a teenager, because I did 4-H when I was in fifth-ish grade. So what did you notice any problems? Any like did you have to make modifications to the things that you did in 4-H?
Specifically, yeah, bringing the lamb. I was able to talk to the judges when I had to bring him in for showmanship. They allowed me to have a halter on the lamb, because usually you're just holding it with two hands from the back of the head and under the chin, and I just couldn't physically do that. I had to have a lead rope and a halter. So they gave me those privileges to be able to have that. Yeah,
that's cool. That's good.
But other than that, I trained my lamb just like anybody else would. I worked him in a round pen or took him out for walks and stacked his feet, getting ready for showmanship. And I had somebody else clip him, when I was that young. But other than that, I did it myself, and my parents were always there to help. So
that's awesome. That's great. And I'm glad that they allow those modifications to be made. 4-H is such a great just a great program, and
it is.
It was something that lots of my city kids, because I taught in the city for the last 10 years, and they have no idea. They have no idea, and they don't get it, and they don't get those life skills that 4-H teaches, which I think is very important.
The country is so beneficial for that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Food Forest Permaculture is here. Howie will be on with me on Friday. So cool. I'm very excited about that. Let's see. With all of your amazing jobs that you've held and activities that you do, what is one of the things that has still eluded you, and why?
All the things that I've done, like
well, you've been a canine trainer, you've done horses, and
something else that I'd really
something you really want to do.
Even though I worked as a commercial driver and I trained other people to be able to drive commercially, it was I did try to get a job as an over-the-road trucker, and I had someone interview me, and she was so excited to have me, go in and test out their trucks to make sure I could do it. And unfortunately, the corporation decided they didn't want to hire somebody with a disability. So I never actually got to drive the big trucks over the road. So it escaped me, even though I still have my license and I still would like to pursue it. It's just one of those things that people can't see past the disability sometime, even though I've proved myself otherwise. So
yeah, wow,
it's unfortunate.
That seems weird to me today, but that people could get away with that and not hire someone who's very qualified. I
know. I see other people out there that shouldn't be on the road, that are on the road doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they get hired. But it is what it is. I don't know.
Well, Karen Summers says that sucks, and I agree with her. Not cool at all. Don't diss the disability, or don't diss the ability. That's awesome.
I like that. Who said that?
The Power Chord channel, and I believe your name's Janet. So
cool.
And Lori Bryant says that seems illegal, actually, and I thought so too, but I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it is, but still people get, companies get away with it. So.
Well, and Timey says it's not about you, it's about the insurance. It's BS. So interesting. Yeah, good points there, everybody. Art of Morbid says, Chandra, you are super awesome at everything you do. Amazing and inspiring. And I find you that way too. Chandra is a good person if you need perspective. And so if you need perspective on something, I've gone to Chandra more than once and gone, why did I do this? Or, what do I do with this comment? And she's like, okay, let's just step back for a second and let's look at this. And she's really good at that. And even in our Twitter chat, she really, I'm like, okay, I got this going on and this going on, and this happened in the live show. And she's like, okay, so let's look at it completely differently. And so she's really good at that. And, Chandra, you inspired me that way. You give me a second set of eyes and an extra brain sometimes. And I appreciate that a lot.
Well, sometimes it takes that second set of eyes just to take a step back and look and, assess the situation.
Right. Yeah. And I appreciate that. I don't need people who just, this is a business for me. So I don't need people who are just going to be yes people and go, oh, that was awesome. Okay. And you're good. And, I don't know what to do about that. Just do this or whatever. So
without challenges, it doesn't make us better.
Well, that is true. Or things like that. And Rachel Rawson says, you're epic. Chandra is epic. And Hike With Me is inspired. That's awesome. Very, very. And Timey says you are freaking mermazing. They're awesome. So you just put out a new intro for your channel. Do you feel like this is a new direction for your channel? And would you like me to share that at this point?
Sure, you're welcome to share that. That'd be great.
Hang tight, folks. I gotta get the right thing up. Let's see. Chrome tab. Maybe that one. Nope, not that one. Dang it. Oh man.
Push the little screen share button. I think it's
right.
on.
I got that one. Dang it. All right. Hold on. I just need to pull that one out. And then that way I can screen share just that one.
I've never done a live stream. So, like my own live stream. So you do great.
Oh, well, thank you. Here we go. Maybe I can do this right. All right, so here's Chandra's new promo.
The logo represents the way that I stand, by the way, the bent in feet.
That's cool. That's a beautiful animal right there.
He was quite a handful when I first met him. He was a great horse, though.
Yeah.
He was a one-person horse, and once I bonded with him, he was just mine. He was given to me by a therapeutic riding ranch after his owner passed away, and wasn't able to. Obviously, the family didn't want him, and it was very sad. And he became very bitter and bit people. And so then I worked with him, and he became happy again, and they gave him to me. So he lived out the rest of his life with me till age 27.
Wow. And you back up that trailer like a champ, by the way.
Oh, thanks. That was a 53-foot trailer.
Wow. Matt has trouble. Well, Matt and I have trouble with our 21-foot one.
The smaller the trailer, the harder it is to back it up.
Oh, well, I'll tell Matt that. He'll be happy.
Small movements. It makes it easier. This was the first time I got to really be in the snow. I had a friend who was in Afghanistan, and she got to do the Wounded Warrior program, and I got to go with her. It was an amazing, amazing time. And
stop. No, go ahead.
No, yeah. And then this, of course, is the movie Bed and Breakfast, which my dog did. My service dog got to be a star in.
This is your service puppy? Aww.
That's my service dog, yeah. It was one of the last films that he did.
Oh, wow. Well, this is amazing. And so I was like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, that's really neat. And so I was watching and was really excited. I was like, oh, Dean Cain, yeah, well, we like Dean Cain. He's nice. Then I saw this. I'm scrunched by the side of the dresser directing Roman, the dog.
Yes. I was literally like on my hands and knees. I'm curled up and I'm like, cover your face, telling the dog, cover your face, cover your face.
Oh, funny. Awesome. Well, that's just awesome. I was amazed.
This has to be the most fun part of my life, was being able to work on set.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. That's amazing. And then we get into your short films and oh my gosh, just wonderful.
This little bit I did for Richard when he was doing real estate. It was a commercial for, selling your house and being the better agent.
Okay. And then we got some folks we recognize here, right?
Yeah. Mr. Inspired John.
Yeah. And then your reviews. Yes, that's
I'm
awesome.
going to be doing a lot more reviews on products specifically to help people with disabilities, like compression socks and how to put them on by yourself if you don't have the ability with your hands.
That's really cool. And I loved this drone. I remember the drone modification. That was really cool. And of course, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you do such great editing.
Thank you. And this area that you're seeing is where I'm living now.
Awesome.
We're about 50 miles from the nearest town, literally out in the middle of nowhere. Wild boar, mountain lions, bobcats, kangaroo rats.
That is epic. I love it. And thank you so much for sharing that with us today and letting me share it. It was fun. And I just love it. We've got so many new people in the room, by the way, during all that. Jelly Duck is here, as well as I think I saw Within Hiking Distance come in. It's good to see you. And Art of Morbid says, Chandra, this is one of the best and most inspiring intros I've ever seen. Bravo.
Cool. Thanks.
And Karen says, the disability doesn't define the person. There's more to the person, like character. Yes, Karen. Yes, exactly. So I'm trying to rearrange my screens again here. Sorry, guys. And let's see. Timey Liv says, I'm so glad he was blessed to have you, Chandra, meaning the horse, your horse. What was the horse's name?
Shalico.
Shalico. Does it mean something?
That was the name. That was the name he was given. So I kept with that name. Yeah.
And Panic D says, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't, I sure would appreciate it. And yeah, this is awesome. And Timey Liv says, I hate those things, Chandra, but I'm not quite sure what the hate things were. I've got behind. I'm so sorry, Timey. And yes, it was in her.
Oh, I think I know what she knows. What she's talking about. Compression socks.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those would be awful. And you mentioned at the very beginning you have your new logo, but it is mobile at the same time. So you had a wonderful artist do that for you, correct?
The original artist who drew it was actually Clint Moore.
Oh, yes.
And then that drawing was sent to BK42, and he vectorized it. And then recently I sent it to a friend of mine out here in the country who's been going to school for animation, and she animated it. And she was so excited to be able to get to do that animation. Her name's Yuri. Actually, I can give you her Instagram handle for putting in the video later. If anybody check her out. She's just starting out, but she's doing a great job.
Awesome. That's cool. Let's see. And you mentioned BK42 just a second ago, and you just had new channel art. And so I want to
you did the channel art for me just recently. Yes.
Your new banner real quick. So if you guys haven't been actually over to Chandra's channel, make sure that you do go over and look at her new channel art. But so here's what BK42 did for her. And I love I love that it looks like film reel down here at the bottom. I think it's wonderful. And these are beautiful pictures. And you told me that
Richard actually was the one who took these pictures. I set him up with my newer camera and used the older Canon as a prop. I kind of wanted my Fuji as the prop, but I wanted a really good picture. So it had to be the one taking the picture.
Yeah, well, I understand that. This is a wonderful banner. And I think over on your channel, when I went, all I could see was the top portion, but it's still amazing. It's beautiful. And
it depends on which device you're on, whether it's the computer, TV, or phone.
That would make some sense. Let's see what else. I'm missing a whole lot of chat here. So yes, that was a compression socks from Timey. Spirit Forest says beautiful, very creative and open feel. So that's really cool. And I think that's kind of what Chandra's going for, is being out in the great wide open, out in the country now, and doing all the things that you're doing. So let's see. You said that you were going to be doing more reviews for
for other products that will help people with disabilities. Yes.
Awesome.
Whether it's, like I said, the compression socks or the what they call a sock donner, which you're able to put the sock on, because people with physical strength in their hands have a hard time putting those things on. But
Oh,
if you
yeah.
find the right tools, I do pride myself in finding the right tool to be able to modify something so that I can do something. So I love creating, or, kind of jury rigging something up to be able to make it work for me.
Right. Well, I understand. I've never thought of being short as being a disability, but I jury rig a lot of stuff to make sure that I can use it. I've got
Got one of those little hand grabber things,
I do. I have a hand grabber thing. It works with the cabinets. We have 42-inch cabinets in our kitchen. I can reach the top or the bottom 2 shelves, and that's it. So yeah, I totally understand. Man, if they just make being short,
just never put up on the shelves.
Yeah, no. Basically, the bottom 2 shelves are full with everything I use on a daily, weekly basis. But yeah. And everything else is just up above. And if I have to climb, then I have to climb, but that's all right. In Spirit Force, I agree. Chandra is such a strong, strong woman. And Inspired John is here. Hello. And he says, Chandra Pivo, thumbs up, hearts. And
the blue heart.
Blue hearts. Yes, I love it. And you all have had it's been a good day. Does anybody else have any questions for Chandra? I don't want to let her go before you guys get to ask your questions. So when I met your channel, I thought that your channel was going to be mostly, cinematic films and things like that, and all of your fantastic editing. Are you going in a new direction now?
I'm still going to do some short films. I did the last one I did was, it was for a challenge on Instagram, actually. It was just a 15-second short little video, but I enjoyed the challenge of making that creation. I love doing the short film. So no, I'm going to still keep doing that and still do some more vlogs. And, I just you shouldn't have to just I'm not going to niche down to just one thing. I like to keep it open.
Me too.
So yeah, heck with that.
Yeah, I do a whole lot of everything here. So yeah, it's been great talking to you. Would you like to share any last thoughts, motivational or otherwise, with our fantastic audience?
Well, I just want to say thank you. And I've been very motivated by you and your show and the people that you have on your show. And you're one of those people that just bring out, the good, and you promote the good. And I really appreciate you for that.
Well, I'm honored by that statement. And I appreciate you so much for saying that and for being part of my family. And I appreciate that a lot. And let's finish out this show here. Tomorrow, I will be having Travel Tuesday with Tanya Wilhelm, and she is part of Raising Your Pets Naturally. She and her dog, Dexter, are doing some awesome things, and we're going to talk about how you travel with pets. So I would love to have people come and ask questions to Tanya about traveling with pets and maybe some of the obstacles that you've had where you have been traveling or would like to travel with your pets but don't have that opportunity. So that's tomorrow on the Healthy Lifestyle Show, as well as next on Wednesday, we will be having Workout Wednesday with me, and that is a light workout, and anybody can do it, and there are modifications for everything that I do. Thursday is Thriving Thursday, and if you are part of Thriving Thursday and have filled out that form, please be sure to check your email and try to reply back to those answers of the questions that I asked you. And I'm not sure of the topic for Thriving Thursday. If you have suggestions, please feel free to message me on Twitter at Happy Trails Hike. And then on Friday, I have Food Forest Permaculture on, and Howie will be talking to us about growing a food forest and what that the benefits to your health for that. So I appreciate all of you being here today. Remember, you are not replaceable. Go out and live the life you love today, guys. Thanks so much for watching.